Can you talk about doubt? Do you ever doubt who you are? And have you experienced doubt since your major awakening? Did it disappear overnight, or has it been a process? Much love, Summerpan. No, I never doubt that. It's known. I don't doubt that. But the person doubts sometimes, so that isn't doubted. Like, it's just known, and I suppose it's not a personal thing, so it doesn't come into the realm of doubt or not doubting. Like, I don't think, I mean, maybe I could be questioned about everything, but I don't think I doubt that. I think I doubted in the beginning whether there was Lisa there or not, and I didn't really know what that meant when people said there is no person there. I felt like I did for a while, and then I think I began to question that after a while. So it felt like that was known, what that was meant. And I still feel like there's a part of me that knows what's meant by that. But then as I went through time, like, I began to see there is a Lisa character here. So even though there isn't a Lisa, there is also a Lisa character here. And that I maybe doubted or contemplated. And it didn't come, like, awakening for me didn't come with a download of information that was right or wrong. You know, when I had that major awakening, my first thought was, like, none of the teachings make sense. And then life was very compassionate, because then it chucked me into teaching and was like, now make sense of it. And so the tendency was to go towards, like, less words and maybe Neo-Advaita and less practice, because that felt energetically very simple and right at that time. And the simplicity of it was really enjoyed, and like, not engaging in stories was really enjoyed, and I really enjoyed speaking like that. But as that began to get questioned in many ways in my life, then they began to see there was a character here, and that's okay. And there was a character where I was sometimes more or less identified with, and that's my kind of current experience. And that doesn't fit into some teachers where I really respect them. It doesn't fit into the way they teach. And that was liberating, coming to a place where I had to be like, yeah, I don't speak the same. It doesn't mean I don't respect them, and it doesn't mean that I don't have a sense of what they're talking about. Like, in some ways I feel like it's true as well, even in my experience, but it's also not true. Like, it's not the truth, like, there's something else as well. So it all kind of fitted. So I doubted that, but I never doubted, like, what's looking or that consciousness. It was just really clear here. It was more the doubt, I suppose, about the teachings, how to communicate this, the character, like old energies, like being, like, having difficulties in personal relationships, like having ideas that I wouldn't have difficulties in relationship, and then there being difficulties in relationship, not just in romantic partners, but just with humans. And understanding my empathy, like I'm an empath, and I don't think that all people that wake up are empaths. They say it's like 20% of society are, and just understanding how that fits in with the waking up, like, I think it makes it more extreme and more pronounced. So working out how that, and having, you know, doubt where that fits in. So that's the areas in which I doubted. Is that the answer to your question? Did it disappear? So the awakening, so for me it felt like the awakening, the energetic shift happened Like there was many little bits that happened prior to it, and then it was like a big bang. And then since then, it feels like it's been a process of the person becoming more in line with that. So understanding it in a teaching way, in a life way, like seeing how I act that out with other humans, with being in this society, all these types of things. Nice. Thank you for your question, Samapan.